Hey everyone, welcome back to World of Warcraft Classic Hardcore and our Undead Mage. I appreciate you joining me today, and I hope you are all doing well. Today we'll be in Silverpine Forest once again. We've got gnolls, worgen, and humans all on the menu for today. Let's see if it'll be enough to hit level 20. We're making our way back to the decrepit ferry, where we will cross Lordomir Lake over to Fenris Isle. We'll deal with the gnolls first. Yeah, we're only there for the Wrought-hide Ichor at the moment. I think that's about all we're going to do. There's an extra quest you can find on the Isle to return a talking head back to its rightful place. Or he points you in the direction of some treasure or something important or something like that. But I don't think we're going to be doing that. I think going inside the keep itself is probably going to be a little bit too risky for us right now. Still haven't been able to craft any new pieces of gear in quite a long time. And we still haven't been able to catch up with first aid either. But we are killing a lot of humanoid creatures today, so hopefully we can get back on track with that stuff. Crossing the lake now, let's keep our head below water, just to keep an eye out for any frenzies that might be in the area. Got one over there. Only level 15, so not too scary, but any combat underwater, especially in such a big body of water as the lake here, is always pretty sketchy. Looks like we're going to be just fine though. And like I said, we'll try to stay to the outside of the keep. I think the gnolls on the outside are a little bit less dangerous. They're a little bit more spread out. And overall should be a lot easier. Not seeing too many at the moment though, so somebody else may already be here. Here we go. And I thought the ambient noises were quiet during the day, but even in the evening hours, it is eerily quiet within the forest. Try a quick reload just in case. And these Plague Weavers haven't hit us with the Curse of Thule yet. I've honestly been kind of waiting for it, just because we do have a response for it. There we go. Can actually use our Remove Lesser Curse now. Should come in handy. It's not as impactful as removing poison or a disease, but we'll take what we can get. I also feel like curses tend to affect casters more so than, like melee or physical damage dealers. Whereas the diseases are usually much more impactful against those types of classes. It's obviously bad when our stamina is reduced, from a disease or something, but at least we have the ability to kite enemies around and make it not so much of a weakness, compared to a warrior or a rogue who has to stand there and take the damage regardless. We don't have cannibalize on our bars. Should probably keep that there. Actually could come in handy. Imagining how broken Cannibalize would have been if it also restored your mana. I feel like that would have made it way too powerful to be a simple racial ability. Need one more ichor and then we should be good. Let's actually stop and get some mana back. Gotta remember that these rot hides are considered undead, so we cannot use polymorph on them. I feel like that's something that I would forget to do all the time as a mage. And I think it's probably going to be faster if we just use our Hearthstone to get back to the sepulcher. We can turn this in first and see if the follow-ups are worth it. And if not, we've still got a couple of other things we can do. Let's see, not down here. This might be for Apothecary Renfarrell.
Hello. Beware the living.
Very good. This ichor will help us understand the nature of the rot hides, and may show us their weakness, if they have one.
Victory for Sylvanas.
I have reduced the ichor you brought to me and separated it into its base components. My findings are not conclusive, but I have determined that a warlock with necromantic magics were used in the ichor's creation. While I continue to study the ichor, I want you to take a sample to Bethor Ice Shard in the Undercity. Bethor is not an apothecary, but his knowledge of magic may help to unravel the mystery of the rot hides. Go, you will find Bethor in the magic quarter of the Undercity.
Remember, patience.
And then we've got Journey to Hillsbrad, which we'll leave alone. Well, we'll go back to Undercity when we're ready to pick up our new abilities. But for now, we're going to head back out. Let's collect Crimson the Pale's head. And then we've got pendants to collect down south. Again, let's hope that we continue to collect some more cloth. And we're definitely going to want to use it up soon. We'll check with our tailoring trainer first before we go back to first aid, as badly as we really need to level up first aid. I feel like we need the gear even more so. So if there's stuff that we can craft now, then I'd rather do that first. Crossing the main road now, and we're going to take the back entrance like we did the first time. We'll carve our way through the mine, and we'll get what we need. Interesting, we picked up a new pattern for fine leather gloves. It's for leatherworking though. 2 intellect, 2 spirit. That would have been nice to pick up if it were cloth. Be really helpful right now. Into the mine we go. Clearing out everything very fast. So hopefully shouldn't take too long. Should be ready for Crimson. And here we go. Hyper spawns incoming. Probably because this other player walked in. Luckily another player did walk in, so that is very good for us. Very good timing. Let's get back to the main road and we'll head south. And our last big objective for the day at least is going to be collecting those pendants at Amber Mill. And hopefully we'll have time to go back to Undercity. Hopefully by that point we will be a level 20. I don't know if that's going to be the case or not, so we might have to stick around for a little bit longer, do a little bit of extra grinding. I think it should be a pretty good spot for a grind though. I think they'll go down pretty easily. The level range should be pretty good. And we can collect some more cloth. Let's get to work. These Dalaran protectors are probably going to be the most annoying since they do... they go down very easily, but they summon like an extra like snake that we're going to have to target. I think it has like 1 HP, so in theory we could Frost Nova if we wanted to, but I'd obviously rather save whatever Frost Novas we can for when we actually need it as a defensive tool. There's our first pendant. Only 7 more to go. Let's try to avoid camps of 3 of them, especially when 2 of them are mages. Probably not the kind of thing I want to deal with. Hopefully one of those will patrol away and then we can pull just 2 of them. I think we've done a pretty good job on the left side. So we'll head to the other side of the road now. We're only at 2 out of 8 so far, so these pendants are definitely tough to drop. Generally I usually finish this pretty quickly, but this can be a mixed bag sometimes with how long it can take. This is the spot that we would continue to grind at anyway, so I think we've still got some time before we'll have enough experience to level up. You'd think this guy would stop and take a quick second to examine the dead bodies of his comrades. No, he just keeps walking on. Yeah, you continue to work your post there, buddy. Nothing to see here. course, as per usual, all we needed to do was talk about the pendants, and then they start falling from the sky. Really gotta start talking about quest items more often. Let's go check out the farmland behind the primary fortress here. I always liked coming back there. They actually made, I think they made pretty good use of it back here in Cataclysm when they revamped the zone. Oh, we've got Watchers back here. It's a little bit higher. These don't drop pendants though. Fire Shield and Flame Strike. It's kind of scary. They don't have a lot of health though. But yeah, I've always loved coming back here in Cataclysm in particular, because even in Cataclysm Classic, I don't know if this is intentional, but herbs would basically hyperspawn in this entire area. You would literally never run out. You would pick one herb and then another one would just respawn. Which was insane. It was pretty good for some early leveling. And was surprised to see when we played through Silver Pine upon Cataclysm Classic's release, it was still there. So I really do wonder if it was intentional. Fortunately, we don't get that same bug here in Classic. You can't just infinitely pick, you know, between like Silverleaf, Mage Royal, and maybe some Briarthorn. Well, that was our last pendant, so that's good. And we are about 4.5 bars away, so let's hang out for a little bit. We'll keep going. We've we've got these 2 quests to turn in, and then we've got 1 quest in Undercity to turn in as well, but that one's probably only going to be worth about 500 experience, so it's not going to be worth too much. Did not mean to do that. Let's polymorph him again. I need a little bit more time. Yeah, I guess it doesn't last as long. I could have sworn that we've tried this before. We've tried polymorphing multiple times in a row, and it seemed like it would take the full effect, but maybe I was incorrect in that statement. Maybe it just depends on the enemy. I mean, I think at the very least it could still act as an interrupt long enough for us to get away, I suppose, if we really needed to. Really mentioned it so far, but we've picked up a ton of greens that of course we can't use, obviously, but they've been plentiful. We have picked up a ton of cloth too. I didn't even realize it. We're at 3 stacks already, which is great. Organize our bags a little bit more. I don't know that we'll have time to look into that more this episode, but maybe in the next one. So I think in the next one, as long as we can hit 20 today, I think we might start Stone Talon. So we'll spend maybe the first 10 minutes or so picking up the quests from Orgrimmar and from Ratchet. We'll read those through so that they're kind of fresh on our mind. And we'll take the walk into the mountains. And really the only big quest that we're looking to do there is just the Grim Totem related ones. So if we end up having time, maybe we can work on tailoring then. Yeah, I'm pretty confident we're going to have to hit about 19k experience. And then I think the quest turn-ins from there should push us over the edge. We're at 17.4 right now. I guess in theory, one of the things we could have checked out was Valdred and Mori down south by the Greymane Wall, but I still feel like we're not completely ready for that quest yet. I feel like that it just feels like a quest that we should do like when we're entering Hillsbrad for the first time, maybe. And then we can just like do it along the way while we're heading towards Terran Mill. But I don't know. It could have been pretty easy if we caught him. I think he like patrols between different camps there. I just have a feeling we'd have to take on quite a few enemies at once, maybe 3 at a time, in order to get to him. Yeah, you know what? At the beginning of the next episode, we'll work on tailoring, I think, right off the bat. Since we do have to go to Orgrimmar anyway to pick up one of the breadcrumbs for Stone Talon, we might as well just get some profession work in while we're in the big city. I have to make a note of that. We've been in these robes for far too long, and nothing else has happened. And we really need to fix that. Completely misclicked there. Oops. Wasted a slumber sand. That's never good. I'm always so conflicted where I should put slumber sand, really sticky glue, like as far as my keybinds are concerned. So you want them in places that are very easy to reach and to get to. But you also open up the possibility of accidentally clicking on them, so there's that. Definitely gonna have to try to make space for this. What am I getting rid of? Not a lot of options. It's getting difficult to manage our inventory. But we should be almost done. Alright, I think that should do it. I'll spend a little bit of extra time again today. Just so we can pick up our new abilities. I suppose we could also do that at the beginning of the next episode too, though. Wouldn't really make it that much of a difference. I'm going to be going to Orgrimmar anyway, so it's going to be a lot of stuff to do there. Maybe we'll just do that. Our quest turn in at the Undercity is not going to really be super important, so maybe we'll just head back to the Sepulchre. We'll turn these 2 quests in, and we'll call it a day from there. And then at the beginning of the next episode, we'll do some stuff in Orgrimmar. Take a little break from the action.
What is it? Farewell.
Back at the Sepulchre again. Dalaris found that the weaving is quite far along, despite the setback. A wizard of great power is guiding the magic energy. He must be stopped quickly.
Beware. Our enemy is
The
about.
Weaver. An archmage of great power is overseeing the reactivation of the late energy node. With the progress they have made, our only hope of stopping them is by killing him. It will be difficult. He is no doubt protected by many other mages and warders. You must go, and you must dispatch him quickly. When he is dead, retrieve his staff for me. Go now. There's a chance we could do this one, but
Watch your back.
it's not going to be for quite a while, so I think we'll just leave it alone for now. It's good to know what comes next, though.
What now? Goodbye.
Most excellent. The mine will provide superb resources for our forces as we spread it throughout Silverpine and into Azeroth. And that is where Arugal's folly will end, because we have to go into Pyrewood for the next bit of it, which we will not be doing. But we just hit level 20. Which means we get to pick up Cold Snap, and we get to learn it right away too, which is really cool. We'll have to find a good spot for this, but yeah, instant 10-minute cooldown. When activated, this spell finishes the cooldown of all your other frost spells. This is going to include Cone of Cold when we pick it up. It's going to include stuff like Ice Block when we pick it up. I think it includes Ice Barrier too. And of course, kind of the big one, it's going to reduce or, instantly refresh the cooldown of Frost Nova. There's going to be many situations where we need to escape, our Frost Nova might resist, or we just might need a second one to get through a tough fight of some kind. Yeah, this is awesome. We'll go through all the other abilities that we're going to be picking up, and there's going to be many of them, I think, including the ability to teleport, which is extremely exciting. But we'll go over that in the next one. Until then, in the meantime, I appreciate you all so much for watching as always. And if you enjoyed today's episode, please consider liking the video and subscribing for more. I hope to see you in the next one. Take care.